Hi everyone, I'm Dr. David Adler, president of the Alturas Institute and a constitutional scholar. This week, the Supreme Court began its new term, one that promises to be very controversial and casts the court in a very unusual quandary. Is the court, in fact, a political body? Can it be trusted by the American people? Is it beyond partisan politics? Or, in fact, can the American people count on the Supreme Court to promote the rule of law, interpret the Constitution in an objective manner, or will the court be plunged into the waters of great debate and controversy for years to come? Historically, judicial scholars have told us that the court is very keenly aware of the fact that its real power, its judicial power, stems from its prestige and reputation. And that's why members of the court have been the guardians of its own reputation, trying for nearly 200 years to help the American people understand that when it renders rulings, it's not relying on its own politics, its own predilections or biases. Rather, the court is simply serving as a mouthpiece for the Constitution. But these historic aims have been cast into doubt in recent years as a conservative activist court has begun to overturn precedents and now faces a docket this term that alarms many people about key fundamental constitutional rights. Indeed, this court will hear a case out of Mississippi that may provide the 6 conservative activists on the court the opportunity to overturn Roe versus Wade and eliminate the right to abortion. That's got many Americans deeply concerned. Another case coming before the court this term will raise the opportunity for the court to expand gun rights well beyond constitutional precedents. And still a third, among a number of important cases, will involve a church-state issue. Will the court continue to chip away at the profoundly important wall separating church and state? Chief Justice John Roberts testified before the Senate Judiciary during his confirmation hearings to become Chief Justice and emphasized that his great role is to protect the court as an institution. All of us want the court to be viewed as an institution that is dispassionate and does not succumb to partisan politics. But the court's decisions in the last few years that have chipped away at voting rights, abortion rights, other rights of great importance to the American people raises grave doubts about the future of this court. So much is on the line for the Supreme Court this term. It's very important for all Americans to closely scrutinize the court's work, to determine for ourselves whether the court is engaging in a politicized interpretation of the Constitution or whether it is simply trying to promote the rule of law so vitally important to the future of American constitutionalism. I'm Dr. David Adler, president of the Alturas Institute. Thanks for joining me.